Hello you guys and welcome here. I wanted to share today about something I have really focused on through my journey as a mom, and that is prioritizing myself as a mother. Having 2 under 2 is insanely beautiful, but it also threw my life for a loop, and I've spent the last year and a half slowly finding myself and making my motherhood a journey I absolutely love, and I'm so excited to share that with you. I will be sharing small habits that truly make me feel my best self, my workout routine, what I eat in a day, my favorite athletic clothes, how I find time for all of this, and of course some chats about knowing your season. I hope you guys enjoy and love this style of video. I am so happy you're here. Waking up before my kids is a non-negotiable. Even when my kids wake me up multiple times throughout the night, I find that I'm so much happier when I get some time to myself before my day begins. If I wake up when they do, I feel like I am in a panic, fight, or flight mode. It doesn't start my day off right. I feel like I'm reacting instead of being proactive, and my patience and temper are just not great. If you haven't tried, I highly recommend setting your alarm back 15 minutes for a couple weeks until it is easy, and keep doing so until you wake at your desired time. I promise you guys, this is completely game-changing.
Felt like a little together.
Okay, I just finished up with my workout and I wanted to share the main non-negotiable for my life, and that is moving my body. I truly feel so much better when I get up and first thing I move my body. And it doesn't matter for me if it's 20 minutes or if it's 2 hours, if it's a walk or if it's a heavy weightlifting session, whatever it is, I swear it just like positively impacts the rest of my day. My kids are currently 2.5 and 4. I am not nursing either of them. My husband works from home, and so we've been able to really find a schedule that works for us. He goes to the gym from 5 to 7 a.m. and I go from 7 to 9 a.m. And so that has really created a solid routine for us. If you do not have this luxury of your husband working from home, there's so many other things. Yes, it's a little bit harder, but it is doable. I have a lot of friends whose husbands don't work from home and they pay for gym daycare, and it's really just been a nice thing for them to just like get a second to themselves throughout the day. If that is not a possibility for you either, I recommend doing something from home, although it's not as like motivating. Or if you can go before or after when your husband gets home from work, just try your best to find a way to squeeze it in, because I'm telling you, it makes all of the difference for me. It makes me so much more patient and just like happier when I move my body, because I just feel better. I go Monday through Friday and I lift weights. So Monday I do legs. It's typically glute and hamstring focused. And then Tuesday I do push. That's triceps, shoulders, and a little bit of chest. Wednesdays I do back and biceps. Thursdays I do another leg day and it's typically quads and some glutes. And then Fridays I do some cardio and some abs. I actually do abs for like 30 minutes or so. I definitely treat that as like a muscle group as well. I didn't used to do that, and I highly recommend. And then on Sundays I also go and do some cardio and some abs sometimes too, depending on how I feel. I also love to throw in the sauna on Mondays and Fridays. Those are my hair washing days typically, so that's when I do that. And then I sometimes do it on Sundays too. And then all of my workouts, I start with a walk. I just like to get to the gym and like get in the zone. When I get here, a lot of times I'm not like, okay, let's lift hard. Walking for like 10 to 15 minutes like definitely helps. There's so many things that people will say is like the best way to do something, but do whatever you will do. Like if it's not something that you really look forward to doing or you find it easy to do, you're probably not going to do it. It's probably not going to be super like sustainable. If you hate lifting weights, don't lift weights. If you'd rather do Pilates or go on a run or go for a walk or go hike or go bike or whatever, do yoga, do what you like, because that is something you will actually do and come back to. It has to be something that becomes habitual for you, that you don't dread on a daily basis. And so if it's something you don't enjoy, you're probably not going to do it. When it is nice outside, I also love to throw in a walk. This definitely was influenced by 75 Hard, where I had to do my workout and a walk every single day, and I actually fell in love with it. It feels so incredibly good to get outside and just get the sun on your skin and get fresh air and move. I like to include my kids on this too, to get them outside as well. And I am so looking forward to cooler weather so we can get back into that. I will say walking, I feel like, has transformed my body as well. It's such a just like mindless, easier way to move, and I love it so much, and I just feel like it helps me feel so much better. Whatever it is you decide to do, my biggest tip is to start slow. Do something that you can manage. Maybe it's a 15-minute walk, and then once that becomes easy and habitual, add to it. I feel like the biggest lesson I've learned with exercise and just like making it a habit for myself is just that, is doing it so it's something that like I can actually do on a daily basis. And then once that feels like super easy, like something I don't have to think about, you can increase it if you'd like. Truly, going to the gym every single morning is something that like I don't even think about. Echo literally woke up 8 times yesterday, and I got up and I was like, I need to go to the gym. I need to move my body. I was absolutely exhausted, but it's truly something that just like makes me feel better. So I will get off my soapbox or whatever the saying is, but truly moving my body every single day has changed me for the better. I take over with my kids at 8:45 in the mornings. That's when Nathaniel has a meeting. And I love starting off my shift, so you can call it, with a yummy little treat. But I also want it to be something that is going to serve me and not just like make me crash. I have been drinking Peak for a couple of months now, and it's safe to say that I am hooked. I've actually always been a coffee girl until a few months ago. My friends hosted like a little matcha make flower bouquet like lunch date, and they showed us how they make matcha, and ever since then I have been absolutely obsessed. But I'm very picky to the type of matcha because honestly the quality does matter, and Peak's Sun Goddess matcha is it, you guys. You don't need to look any further. I found it for you. This is the best matcha out there. It is an organic ceremonial grade matcha, and you can tell it tastes so good and it is so smooth. I personally like to mix the matcha with a little bit of water, and then I add milk, some creamer, and some ice to make it like a little matcha latte. And then I also love to add a ton of cinnamon, and it is the yummiest treat. But my favorite part about it is it doesn't give me a crash. I feel like a lot of times when I would drink coffee, I would get like super jittery and sometimes anxious, and I don't find that to be the case with this matcha. I feel like it's more of like an even spread of energy throughout the day, which as a mom is something that I just truly need. When you pair their Sun Goddess matcha with their BT Foundation electrolyte drink, you are gonna be golden. And not only are you gonna be golden, but your skin is going to be too. This is their Radiant Skin Duo. And what I love specifically about this electrolyte drink is not only is it going to hydrate my entire body and skin, it also has hyaluronic acid and ceramides in it, which will also help with fine lines and skin elasticity. You guys also know convenience is something that is high on my priority list as a mother, and so I love that they're already pre-portion sized in little packets that you can take on the go as well. I love me a good habit stack. I love having things that taste good but also serve me in some way, and this Skin Radiance Duo is just that. I am obsessed, and if you guys want to try them out, for a limited amount of time, they're offering you guys 15% plus a free rechargeable frother and their beaker cup when you shop through my link. The next thing that I try as many days as possible to do for myself is to get ready. Now, this is an area I am still learning. I do not prioritize it every day, but even if it's just like washing my face and pulling my hair back, or putting on like a comfy lounge set, or if it's actually getting fully like ready like I did today, I do have a 5-minute makeup routine that just makes getting makeup on so easy. I have like maybe 6 or 7 products that I stick to, and then I did wash my hair yesterday, so it was time for it to be curled. And what I will try to do is curl it once and then let it be curly for a couple of days, and then I will move to like my ponytail slick back looks to like preserve the hair. I usually wash my hair about twice a week, and I'm usually like this done up once or twice a week, not very often, but I'm trying to be better because I truly do feel so much better when I am put together. And I also feel like I'm so much more productive when I get myself dressed. A lot of days I end up in my workout clothes way too long, and I find that I'm just kind of reacting and like not doing as many things because I don't really feel like I want to go do anything because I'm not really together. My other tip is to have comfy, cozy outfits that are put together, but like you can still lounge in. Like this lounge set is so cozy. I feel like I'm in pajamas, but I also feel cute because it's a matching set. And it's just like more flattering than like an oversized t-shirt and like baggy shorts. Don't get me wrong, I love being lazy and not getting ready. And if you're a friend of mine, you know that. Like basically all of my play dates I do with my friends and just get-togethers, I'm never really done up. But I am finding that the more I do it during the week, the more productive I am. Also, jewelry makes me feel way more put together than I really am. Just having like a cute necklace and some earrings, these are all very dainty pieces, but adding accessories also really makes me feel a lot more put together than I really am. While I prep my lunch, I figured I would chat with you guys about my diet, which is arguably the most important part of this whole thing of prioritizing myself and just like feeling my best. I am sure you guys have all heard that saying that you can't outwork a bad diet, and unfortunately, it is true. And when you fill your body with nutrients and just like things that it needs, you will feel so much better. Trust me, I have many periods of times where I don't prioritize my diet and I can instantly tell. And so I try my best to stick to a high protein diet. That is something that I have just found through many trial and error of when I feel the best. I feel like I don't snack as much. I feel like I feel more satiated. I feel stronger. I feel more energized. And so that is why I stick to a protein diet, but definitely figure out what works best for you. Now, I do not count macros. I used to in the past, but I have a long history of disordered eating. I have been a binge eater in the past. I've been a restricted eater in the past. I have taken weight loss pills and like fat burners as early as like junior high, which is like actually so sad. If Echo ever did that, I would feel so sad. And yeah, I've basically tried every which diet that I can think of. I've worked with many personal trainers, and I am now at a point where I do not have to track my food. I know what makes me feel good. I can understand what a portion size is and how much of a portion of protein I am getting. And I have been able to maintain a healthy body postpartum without having to track anything, and that is like the biggest win I've ever had. I truly thought that I would have to track every single thing that I put in my body in order to maintain a weight that makes me feel good. And that is not the case anymore. And I truly believe it is because of the things I'm sharing with you guys in this video. I feel like I stopped focusing on what I looked like, and I really focused on how I felt. And I tried my best to slowly ease into habits instead of just going all or nothing. Anytime I do that, I can do it for a period of time and then I fall off, and it's this like horrible cycle. I also try not to restrict myself. I really try to practice balance control. And if I am like craving something, to have a little bit of it or to have like a healthier option of something sweet. But I also try to fill my body with things that I know are gonna nurture me before I go straight to something that is like a craving, if that makes sense. So like if I haven't eaten all day because the day got away from me, I have so many quick like high protein options available, so that way I'm not trying to grab like a ramen or something that is just like quick and easy. That sounds so much better, but I know it's just gonna make me not satiated, and I'm just gonna find myself like eating worse and worse after. So some of those things that I have on hand are like, I make little protein balls. I shared that with you guys in a recent video. I love to do a protein shake with orange juice. It tastes like an orange Julius if you just like mix the orange juice with Clean Simple Eats vanilla protein specifically. I've tried so many protein powders, and unfortunately you need to get that one. This is something that I like to make here and there. This is cottage cheese with onions, jalapenos, and tomatoes, which that may not sound super appetizing to you, but my mother-in-law actually makes this for parties, and it is such a high protein snack to have that with like a serving of chips. Like literally just like does the trick of like the crunchy, salty kind of thing, but I'm also getting like so much protein in. So I'm actually gonna have some of that with my buffalo chicken salad. I really try to just like sneak in protein wherever I can. So lately I've been adding cottage cheese to like everything. You can add it to eggs, you can add it to protein pancakes, you can add it to spaghetti sauce. I did that with my kids, and they did notice a texture difference, but they didn't seem to care. I could go on and on about this, but I truly just try to sneak in protein as often as I can. Now, a huge thing that is helpful with this is meal planning. I don't specifically meal plan my breakfast or my lunch because we typically eat the same like 2 or 3 things. And so I'll make sure to get the items necessary to eat those. But I do meal plan dinners, and I specifically do this on Sunday nights. I have a calendar on our fridge. I can link it for you guys where I write it out, so that way if I am not able to make dinner that night, Nathaniel knows like what is to be made. And the way that I do meal planning is I kind of base it around the protein. Like, are we gonna have chicken, steak, or ground beef? And then from there we try to like disperse the meals, and it really just makes everything so much easier. It saves so much time to not have to like think about what I'm gonna eat. and it kind of just like sets me up for success. If we didn't meal plan, we would be eating out so much more. We would be just kind of throwing things together, and I feel like my diet would definitely be affected if we didn't do so. I have the microwave going and the air fryer going, so hopefully you can hear it, but I'm putting you on the spot because my video is all about just like how I prioritize myself as a mom.
Yeah.
Any tips and tricks of things that like come to your mind of just like how you stay healthy? What are like your daily habits that you feel like really like have impacted your life?
It would be like movement every day, and then just like a normal like eating routine. Like just to stick to like something basic, so you know what your next meal is. You don't have to think about it, and boom.
That's what I just said. Which you are totally that, and it used to bother me because you would want to eat the same thing over and over.
Well, I can totally do that, which is so nice.
Yeah. Like you used to make me lunch so much. You actually don't make me lunch anymore.
I'm more busy now, dude.
True. But he used to always like make both of us lunch, and it would always be like rice, chicken, veggies, or like rice, ground turkey, and veggies.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, and I always knew that's what I was gonna get. But the good thing about that is it's just consistent, and your body's used to it, and it, you know you're gonna get your nutrients.
And you don't have to think about it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I said too. Okay, well, good thing we're on the same page. Makes sense, because we live together. I have done a video in the past where I share like 5 dinners we do that we kind of rotate through. If you guys want me to make that again, let me know, because I have started to create new recipes and things that I think you guys would enjoy too. But Pinterest is honestly one of my favorite places to go to look for meal inspiration. And honestly, Instagram and TikTok have really good ones too, if you just search like a high protein diet. I've been meaning to share more of like a what I eat in a day, but honestly, today's been a little bit crazy. So far all I have had is that protein ball. I eat one of those on the way to the gym because honestly, a lot of days I wake up and I feel like my stomach is like eating itself. And I find when I do that, I just feel like a little bit more energized for the gym. One little ball has like 10 grams of protein, but it also has some carbs and fats in there. And so it just feels like a well-rounded like little snack. And then when I get home from the gym, I always have a bowl of beef. I stole this from Lauren from Skinny Confidential. She's been doing it, she swears by it. And honestly, I swear by it too. It literally fills me up until like 1 o'clock or so. Yeah, it's 1:40 right now, and that's all I've had. I used to only eat ground turkey because it's so much leaner, but having the ground beef with like the extra fat like truly just like satiates me. I have a big old buffalo chicken salad. I have the little chicken from Costco, some corn, some cheese, some tomatoes, onions on a bed of spring mix with some ranch and buffalo sauce. And then I'm also gonna have a little bowl of that cottage cheese dip that I mentioned and a few chips. I did my grocery shopping yesterday. I've been finding doing it on Mondays with Echo and not like wasting the weekend. Doing it has been super nice. And I did film a little haul of the things that I got for the week. I wanted you guys to guess how much you think I spent, because I do feel like there's like a huge thing that like eating healthy is expensive, and I feel like some things, yes, can be, but we save so much money eating at home instead of eating out. We only go out to eat 1 night a week, and then we eat everything else at home. So yeah, I'm gonna insert that here, and then I want you guys to guess how much you think I spent. I wanted to share this week's grocery haul with you guys. This is from Target and Costco, and I'm curious how much you guys think I spent. So guess after you see my little haul. I needed a new flour for my bread, so I got this like huge thing of it. We got a couple rolls of bagels. We needed more ground beef, and I got a couple steaks, some rice, some chicken stock. These are just like random things for dinners this week. Orange juice, Fairlife. We ran out of ranch, and my kids love ranch. Some Frank's hot sauce, Pirate Booty, kids' favorite. And these Yogis are another kid's favorite too. A couple cans of black beans. I already said that, I believe. Turkey sausage links. Rocky is obsessed with these. My kids are also obsessed with hummus, so I got this like big whole thing. We got some turkey for sandwiches, a big old thing of cottage cheese, another big thing of Greek yogurt. I use this as sour cream plain, or I'll add agave to it and use it as Greek yogurt. And then we got some limes, some blueberries, some spring mix, some strawberries. I discovered mushrooms this year, and I'm obsessed, you guys. They are seriously so good. Bananas, big bag of onions, potatoes, and avocados, and some corn. This may be something that is super easy for you, or you may be like me and you like didn't do this for the longest time, and that is prioritizing yourself when it comes to clothes. For the longest time, I did not justify buying myself anything. Any extra money that I had within our budget was for the kids. I always wanted to buy them new clothes. them new toys, and I second guessed everything I wanted to buy for myself. Now granted, I feel like that's because for the longest time I just didn't feel good. I want to encourage you to do so. Put yourself in that category that matters of purchasing things for, and if you need to budget for it, great. If not, go get yourself a new wardrobe. But I specifically want to talk to you guys about gym clothes and just my favorite brands. As a mom who is kind of insecure about her legs, I like to cover those up, and I like to feel comfortable and confident at the same time. Like, I don't want to be constantly pulling down my shorts or like adjusting things, but I also don't want to feel like I look like a mom. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I definitely have many looks in my wardrobe that scream mom. But I want to feel confident is all I'm trying to say. So I wanted to share with you guys the pieces that I have found that make me feel just that. Okay, I'm being lazy because I cannot be bothered with like laying this out all cute and then taking them off the hanger and off the hanger, so bear with me. But this is the Flow Y bra. This is from Lululemon. Amazon does have a dupe of it, and I feel like it's just as good, but I have this in a few colors. I will say if you are postpartum or nursing, your boobs will definitely come out of this. I could not wear this until I was done nursing, but love that one. I also love the Align bra from Lululemon, but again, if you are nursing, your boobs are going to be pushed out of this like crazy, but these are actually reversible, and I just think they're so cute. They are so flattering, and they're also so comfy, so love that too. These are Wonder Under leggings from Lululemon, and they are high-waisted, and they have like a little tie at the top. I love them, but I specifically love the contour ones better. They just really do a great job of sucking you in. I mean, there's nothing crazy to these. They're just like typical high-waisted leggings. These just like fit so good to your body, and I love them so much. Those are my favorite leggings of all time. This is the Energy bra from Lululemon, and this I will suggest if you are nursing. It has more coverage for sure. Like, there is absolutely no cleavage going on with my sucked down boobs right now, but I like these so much. I just feel comfortable. I feel like the back is cute. It's all crisscross, and definitely a fan. And then of course I had to throw in some Aligns. I like Aligns, but I'm not obsessed with them anymore. It used to be all that I had, and now I don't really have many pairs at all, but they are such a good staple. Again, they are just so cozy, high-waisted. You guys know the drill. I'm kind of realizing how unhelpful this is, like not having them spread out and not trying them on. So I am gonna do a try on with Instagram. So make sure you're following me there to see this like next little haul, because the rest of these are all from Amazon. I recently found a shop. It's called like Pavoy or something like that. One of my friends on Instagram tagged it, and I'm obsessed. Everything is such good quality, and the prices are insane. Like, I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 pieces for like $170 something, whereas like literally one set from Lululemon is that much. So definitely recommend to check out this shop. The outfit I was wearing this morning was from that, and I really did like it, especially the top. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over it like I did, but if you want to see them all on, follow me on Instagram. Actually, I will also post it to shorts here because that makes sense. Okay, this is the first little number, which I think is so cute. You could definitely wear this strapless, because the straps do come off, but you could also cross the straps. My friend that convinced me of this brand had them crossed, and then like her neck was through, so they were crossed in the front, and it was so cute. And then these are a seamless like kind of scrunch butt legging, very soft, very good quality. I am so excited about that one. This next one is a pair of shorts, which I never wear shorts in the gym because I'm honestly just self-conscious. Like, I need to get over it. It's such a mental block, but yeah, I picked up these shorts. These are 6 inches, and I do feel like they are pretty long. I did actually order the 4.5 inches too, because I'm just curious, but love the color, love that it's seamless, love the little scrunch butt. I tried them on. They don't go too far up your butt, but I am obsessed with this top. Like, this quality is so good, and it's just like a thin strap. And then on the back, it just says the brand, like super subtle. Love. I thought this crisscross front was super cute for this white sports bra. The back is pretty thick, which I really did like. That could literally go with any outfit. And then this set I thought was so cute and flattering. The scrunch is here. And then these are leggings. These are completely seamless, and they have that like scrunch butt detail too. These are really soft as well. And then as you guys saw, this is what I wore this morning. Again, I feel like if you are nursing, your boobs are not really gonna fit super well in here, but I loved this. I thought this was super flattering, as well as these pants. These don't have like as much of the scrunch butt. I don't think there's any. It just has like this seam, if that makes sense, like down. And I really liked these too. So definitely check out this company. I think it is way good. This next one might not make complete sense at first, but just hear me out and stay with me, okay? My next tip is to stay busy. And I'm saying this because I feel like the days where I don't have anything planned, I have no clue what we're gonna do, and I'm just kind of twiddling my thumbs, I find myself getting like the most frustrated. I don't know what to do to entertain my kids. My kids don't know what to do, and I just feel like my attitude just goes downhill so fast. I also find myself just like endlessly scrolling as often as I can, and that's not fair to my kids, and it's not productive. It's not like really serving me in any way. And so I feel like when I fill my day with things, I do less of that. I'm not saying that you always need to be jam-packed, go, go, go. There are some days where it is so nice to just do nothing, and my kids respond super well. But I do feel like when I have too many of those days, we all just kind of go a little bit feral. So as far as things at home, I try my best to stay on a cleaning schedule. I've told you guys that in the past. I feel like I am always trying to organize things or just keep things in order at home. I also try to do as many hobbies as I can. And I feel like that again just like gets me to use my hands, and it gets me off my phone. It just makes me more present, and it makes me just like really enjoy the like thing in front of me. So for me, that's been sourdough, as you guys have seen. That's also been watercoloring, and I need to add more, honestly, because I feel like I crave doing that. I also bake a lot, which I feel like I like. It's a little bit less daunting than sourdough. It's a less of a process. And then I love bringing it to people, and I love seeing people just get excited when I bake them something. My nephew actually told me over the weekend that I was the best baker he knew, and I told him I do not take that compliment lightly. It literally made my entire day. But yeah, just staying busy and just avoiding like the endless scrolling, the sitting around, the like moping, the, you know, I don't know. I feel like that always gets me in my head. I start to think like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? And yeah, I just go downhill very quick. I like to have a happy medium of scheduling play dates. I feel like the weeks where I schedule a play date like every chance I can get, I'm completely overwhelmed. I feel like I'm running back and forth. I'm never just like able to sit and do things at home. But the weeks where I plan absolutely nothing, I am going crazy on the opposite end, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, we need to get out of the house. So for me, it's usually like 1, maybe 2 play dates a week. I feel like this is where I also am selfish with my own time, and I prioritize myself because I love my friends and I love their kids, and I love getting to talk to my friends while my kids play with their kids. And I feel like it's like an easy way to kind of build my friendship relationships too, by being able to do play dates, and our kids also benefit from it as well because they get to play. Also, I find that I snack more when I'm bored. I'm sure you guys do too, but I always end up in front of the kitchen, in front of the fridge when I'm bored, and it's never really when I'm actually hungry. So yeah, just thought I would mention that because hopefully I'm not alone in that one. And because I mentioned friends, I will touch on that really quick too. This is something that I will chat at the end of the video, the whole know your season. If you guys follow me, that is like my motto for motherhood. But I'm in a season where I feel like I can pour more into things, and I've really been enjoying one night a week where I hang out with friends. I went with a couple of my friends last week and we watched It Ends With Us. The week before, I went to Brooke's house and we literally just sat on her couch and talked and ate popcorn. And yeah, it's just really nice to have like one night of the week where I get to go be with friends. I feel like any more than that, I do feel like I'm pulling away from my family and my husband. I do feel like that's like a really good balance for me. But it also allows me to just like pour into my friendship without any distractions, without the kids constantly interrupting or just like needing something. And it's been a good season of just being able to do that. And I feel like there are some periods of time where I can do that more and I want to do that more, and there's other periods of time where I'm like, oh, I'm already spent, like I can't imagine socializing. I have no energy for that. And that was literally me a month ago. So it will go back and forth, but I've really been enjoying doing that about once a week as well. Another tip, don't do too much in a day because you might forget that your bread is in the oven, and then the last 2 days of work will be for absolutely nothing, and you'll have bread but it'll be burnt. Another thing that I swear by is staying organized. So this is the weekly planner that I was talking about. I used for meals where we can just like reference and know what is going on. And then I also have a monthly planner of just like events of things that we have, so that way the whole family knows what is going on. And I swear it just like makes my brain happy, and it just like makes things So much easier. I also have like a physical planner. I get one of these every year just from like Home Goods. This thing is like $10, but I personally like to use this over like a Google Calendar. I like to be able to just like see it, write it out, write out a to-do list, and I don't know, I have literally lived by this since college. Like I used to do the same thing for my college classes to know like when assignments were due, and I just have kind of carried it on into my adulthood. And I swear it just helps so much. I feel like the more prepared I am, the better like planned I am, and the less stressed out I am. Like even just like knowing when events are, that means I can see and know like, okay, I need to get a birthday present for this and I'm not doing it last minute, or I don't know, just like everyone is on the same page. We know what to expect. We're prepared. We're not just like chaotic, and we know what our life is gonna look like. Like I even do this with like a diaper bag. Like my kids are 2.5 and almost 4. I probably don't need to carry a diaper bag anymore, but I do, because my kids always want things. They want water, they want snacks. When they eat their snacks, their hands are dirty. They need a wipe. Sometimes they have a booger. Sometimes they have an accident and I need more clothes. Like I just try to be as prepared as possible and just kind of like expect the worst to happen. So that way, if and when it does, I'm prepared for it and it's just less stressful, and it's like, oh, yep, we had an accident, but I had backup clothes. Something that takes just like a few extra minutes throughout the day or even throughout the week, but it is so, so worth it to just be like your most zen, happiest, calm self. I am having a little afternoon protein shake, just orange juice and a scoop of Clean Simple Eats. Literally so creamy. It is so good. My cutie kids are having the little yogis, and we are watching some Paw Patrol. Hoping you guys can hear me past Paw Patrol, but we're kind of in a habit of watching a show after their nap for a little bit, and we've all been loving it. It either forces me to just take a second to slow down a little bit and cuddle with them, or it allows me a little bit more time to get stuff done. This is something that I would definitely have felt guilty for in the past, and I try not to do too much because I do feel like it affects my kids' like behaviors, but just a little bit has been honestly very nice. I quickly just want to take the opportunity to add another thing that makes my life so much easier, and that is my husband. He is the most supporting and helpful guy. He literally just gave me the last hour of his workday so that I could finish some work, and he's been with the kids, he's making dinner. And I just have to say, like, I'm not saying this to brag, I'm just saying it to like encourage a healthier relationship between you and your spouse. I feel like the more we do for our spouses, the more they want to do for us, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn by any means either. But just trying to make this a gentle reminder to just pour into your relationship, to take time every single day to spend together. We always end the night together. We always watch a show together or do something after the kids have gone down, and just make sure we get a uninterrupted conversation where we can kind of just like connect. I don't know exactly where I plan to go with that, but I just wanted to use it as a gentle reminder to prioritize your relationship with your husband. Dinner tonight is Chipotle bowls. We have some rice, black beans, chicken. Nathaniel marinated them with taco seasoning, the Kinder's brand, and olive oil and something else. What did you say, babe? Lime. Looks so yummy and juicy. We have avocado. This is plain Greek yogurt. We're using it as sour cream. And then we were at Nathaniel's grandparents' house over the weekend, and we snagged some of his cousin's salsa, which I am stoked about. It is so good. Okay, I am going to end this vlog with my best tip. And if you know me, you already know what I'm gonna say, and that is know your season. All of this that I'm telling you that I can do now, there is no way in hell I could do it when I was deep in the trenches of postpartum. Specifically when I had 2 kids, they were both under the age of 2. I was drowning, and I remember even when Echo was like, I think she was like 9 months. I think it was December, which she was born end of March. So yeah, she was around 9 months old. I remember even then I was like, if I go to the gym, then I can't work. I can't like do all these other things. Like it felt like I had to pick one thing, and a light bulb went off in my head at that moment. And it was just that I needed to focus on one thing, make it a habit, and then move on to the next. And I'm telling you guys, that just changed my life. And in that current season, I could not do all of the things. Sorry, Nathaniel is playing crazy with the kids as he does at 6 p.m. So just bear with me with the yelling in the background. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like knowing my season has really made it so much easier for me to just give myself grace, to not compare, and to just do the best that I can. I feel like it gets super hard when you just like endlessly scroll or look at things on social media, because you can see what all these other moms are doing, and it can really make you feel like you're not doing enough. And even if you do have kids the exact same ages of mine, our lives are not the same, so that doesn't mean we can do the same amount of things. There's a lot of people that have kids my age that are doing 10 times more than I am, and again, I'm like, how the heck are these people doing so much? And again, the circumstances are different. So just know your season, give yourself grace, do the best that you can, and just keep moving forward. I think I've shared this with you guys before, but when I was in college, I was on the Stairmaster actually, which I hate the Stairmaster. I hardly go on that thing. Although recently I've gone on it a few times because it really is a great burn, but besides the point. There was an old man next to me. He, I swear, was like 80 years old, and he had told me, he was like, I am happy for you that you know what it feels like to feel good, because a lot of people at your age especially just don't know that feeling, and that's your baseline. That's something you can always go back to, and that has stuck with me. I mean, this was over 10 years ago at this point, so yeah, I will end my rant there, but just know your season, know you're hard, give yourself grace, and just take it one step at a time. I hope that you guys found this video enjoyable. I feel like it has been so many thoughts in one place, so I hope it's not too much to digest. I will timestamp it so at least like breaks it down into different categories for you guys. And if I didn't answer any specific question, leave it in the comments and I'll do my best to answer those there. If any of you guys see a question unanswered, please help me and answer it too. You guys are all so smart and informative, and I swear I learned so much from you guys too. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.